Off my light.
Oh, well, it's too late. It's begun. Hello, everyone. Hello, Ardezi. Sean is turning off his light. I don't. It's been a while. It's been.
It has
When
been
did?
a
When
little
was the
bit.
last time I streamed?
Uh, I have no idea.
It was on Halloween. It's been a second. It's fine.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, my bad.
Mm.
I've been busy. I'm not as busy anymore because I quit my job. Like a responsible adult. Oh, I should get some background music. Oh,
Who is
Spotify
this?
wants to crash, actually.
Who is this? Who is this?
Who is whom?
Ah, yeah. Who is this? Who is this person?
What, who is what person?
Here.
Is this my... Yeah.
Who is this? Oh no.
What?
Oh, never mind. I know who this
What?
is.
What are you talking about?
I'm just looking through my Steam list, and this makes real sense. Yeah, is this the person I think it is? Let me open and check if it's still the same back band. It is still the same back. Oh.
Oh, happy birthday,
That's an
Ardezi.
arc. Happer.
Hap birth.
Happer.
You're old.
You know what I think is? You know what I think? It's a 2-year stream anniversary. It's not technically, but we're close enough to it. You know what
Yeah,
I think
it's
we
been
run
a...
tonight?
Hmm.
You know what I think tonight's the time for? I
What?
am down. I am deep in the muck. I am ready for the slop tier list.
For real?
I think it's
For
time.
real?
I think it's about time we give the people what they've been clamoring for.
Yeah, everyone's been asking.
Everyone's been asking.
Everyone's
Where
been
is
adding me on the
oatmeal on the slop
Twitter.com.
tier list?
Where
Everyone's been asking. Does is snail slop? And I've had to stumble my way through an answer every time.
We're gonna... Do we want to do this jankily? Or, like, in an actual thing?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Because I could either draw it up, or we could go on to the one,
the tier maker thing.
yeah. But that
And
also
just
takes a
make
second to
ones?
set up.
That does. I feel like we can just draw one in MS Paint and it'll be perfect.
Okay, well, hold on. I had Clip Studio open, but let's open MS Paint because that
Exactly.
seems more
Exactly. That's truly what we need.
appropriate.
Okay, so what do we have on the slop? Like,
I have it
what did we
pinned in our
classify? We have it
thing.
pinned as like the slop criteria,
the slop
right?
draft.
The slop draft, right. What criteria did we come up with for classifying slop?
Oh, I have it somewhere. If you give me a moment. Wait. There we go. The slot protocols. I never deleted it off of my thing. Hold on, let me just put it on.
The slop protocols, right?
Perfect. Hi, Krot. Thank you. Window capture. Can I please capture MS Paint? Hello? Oh, okay. There we go.
meantime, I'm
Hold
going to
on.
use this opportunity to give my commentary on tomorrow, or technically today's, upcoming games on the NFL.
Yes,
So,
please do.
starting up tomorrow, we have our morning smattering of games. Starting off with Vikings-Lions. This is a game with some playoff implications. The Vikings have essentially secured the NFC North at 10-2. However, the Lions' offense has proved to be potent this season, so that will be a game to look out for. It will be an offensive back and forth, by my assumption, at least taking what the Vikings have done this season and what the Lions have done in the past couple of weeks. This should be good. Ravens Steelers, I think, might be a sleeper because the Ravens offense has not been great, especially with Lamar Jackson out this week. We don't know how much longer he's going to be in. Steelers with TJ Watt and a really strong defense there, but trying to get it started with Kenny Pickett on offense. That might be a good game. Especially another one with divisional implications. Brown Bengals. I want to see Deshaun Watson burn in a fiery hole. So go Joe Burrow. I think they really have that game on lock. Jets Bills is really going to determine, I think, the direction and momentum the Bills carry into the playoffs. If that Jets secondary can lock down Josh Allen and force him to make those shaky throws that we saw a couple of weeks ago, I really think that will change a lot of people's perspective on the Bills heading into the playoffs. I think the Jets are going to prove a potent defense, but I really don't think a Mike White offense this far after what we saw last week. I don't think we can really expect a lot from the Jets offense. Their defense is pretty good though. Texans, Cowboys. Cowboys basically have a bye week. They've had a pretty rough schedule so far, but it's also not been that hard. They're gonna have a pretty easy schedule to fill out the rest of this year. I expect them to go like 13-4, 14-3, and choke in the playoffs again. Giants, Eagles. That might be a good game. Giants offense, not much going there. Eagles have been basically unstoppable. Yeah, that'll be an all right one, I guess. Jaguars, Titans. Titans run game has been basically their only thing going on offense. Ryan Tannehill has done nothing. They don't have AJ Brown anymore, so it's all up to Derrick Henry. If the Jaguars can stop the run, then this will be a close game. I believe Trevor Lawrence is in. I'm not sure. We might be able to see some flashes of is it Trayvon Walker? It's crazy how we haven't heard much about the first round pick at all this season, especially with how well number 2 Aiden Hutchinson's been doing. That might be an okay game. Chiefs Broncos is going to be an absolute bloodbath, and I'm glad they flexed that out of prime time. Yeah, the Broncos, oh my god, I have no idea what they're going to do going for the next couple of years because they've locked themselves into Russell Wilson. Less so Nathaniel Hackett, but that's still a big hole that they've dug themselves in. And the Chiefs have basically waltzed into just taking that division. Panthers Seahawks. I really hope the Panthers can pull this one out because I hate the Seahawks, but I don't have a lot of faith in that. So I think the Seahawks taking that one. Buccaneers 49ers. This one's going to be an interesting one. This will be the trial by fire for Brock Purdy. I have a lot of faith, especially after what we saw against the Dolphins. He was making those throws, taking hits, has big balls on him, according to what everyone in the locker room has said. Just absolutely massive. They call him Big Cock Brock. Kind of crazy. Tom Brady is going to be killed by Nick Bosa. I'm taking at least a $5,000 money line at an anytime rib fracture. Produced either by Eric Armstead or Nick Bosa, and I suspect maybe one Hufanga interception. Dolphins Chargers is going to be setting the narrative for the next couple of years. Tua versus Herbert. Tua with the best receiving duo in the league, with the lack of Chargers defense, I don't really think there's going to be a contest there. And Justin Herbert has put the entire Chargers team on his back, offense and defense. They are only 6-6 because of him. It sucks to see that they're turning him into the new Phillip Rivers, but I really hope either later in the ending of this season or in the off season they can get healthy and really show us what they've got, because they've got something there. It's just all injured right now. Patriots Cardinals is going to be an absolute stinker. There is no way under a what's the Matt Canada? What was the? I don't even know. The Patriots offense is awful. Cliff Kingsbury needs to be shot into the sun. But it's been funny to see the Cardinals collapse. It's crazy how they had so many better games to put into Monday night slot after flexing out Chiefs and Broncos, and they picked that one. Actually, no, they flexed Dolphins Chargers into it. Never mind, I'm mistaken. So that is our lineup of NFL games for this coming day. Yeah, go Niners.
I've made our thing.
We have our thing?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do you want me to share my screen, or does it matter?
I think you can share your screen.
Okay, I'm gonna do it at a very low resolution, so you'll just have to deal. Okay. Okay. How do we want to start? This has been very anticipated. Right.
Okay. So, I feel like we can get a couple out of the way.
Okay. Are we basing this? Are we doing it based off of how sloppy it is, or how enjoyable the slop is in one way or another?
I feel like both of those should be factors into our ranking here. I feel like because do you think
I don't know where to put the slop protocols?
Ice cream is slop? Because I feel like once ice cream hits room temperature, it's liquid.
We did have. Let's review the official slop protocols for everyone, because it has been a hot minute since the protocols were made. So I'll just slop protocols. Number 1, it must go slap and plop. Like when you drop it. Number 2, it mustn't linger on a spoon. And when you scoop it up and you tip the spoon to the side, it can't stick to it, and then once it falls, must go slap and plop. 3, slop loaf's free, but not free range. 4, has American spirit, but doesn't need to be American. 5, must be sloppy by nature, so room temperature. 6 and 7, follow Caribou on Twitch.
And when we say room temperature, we're talking about 76 degrees because of the obviously 1776, when the oldest country on Earth, America, was founded.
Obviously, yes, of course.
Obviously. Okay, so
I will hide the slot protocols for now, just because it is in the way. But if anyone needs a review, just let me know, and I will make sure.
We have the slop draft, which we have, which are some basic sloppy items that we threw together a while ago.
Yes.
So let's see. We can obviously add to this later, but let's think of what do we add? Do we start from the top? Let's go Sloppy Joe, no bread. So just this pure Sloppy Joe.
The original slop.
Like that's the thing. It's
well, no,
slop,
it's not the original slop, because you've got the slop. It's the
slop,
second original slop.
But it's chunky. It's chunky. I feel like the chunky caps it at a good B tier or A tier, like high B.
That's true.
Think the chunkiness of the slop kind of takes away, because it's definitely sloppy.
Yeah,
it's just a different kind of sloppy. It's granular.
It's
still
not
quite wet.
And it
sure
being
wet.
at B tier doesn't make it inherently a bad slop.
B is above average.
It's just not
It's just not all the way there.
If I'm looking for pure slop. Oh, I got. Do you have the image of the dog? Do you have the dog?
The dog in their element, in their slop, unbothered? I can find it.
Because I think we also need that image up on stream.
I just searched slop dog and I got this, like... I just got a hot dog covered in stuff.
Ugh.
I'm just looking through the images for slop dog now.
I'm sure
there's a dog, there's a corgi, Welsh corgi dog illustrated folktale book, Slop by Margaret MacDonald.
Do you know what's really funny?
Welsh
I tried
folktale.
scrolling up in our DMs to see if you had sent the slop picture to me, and we do not DM that often.
We do not. Hold on, let me find the.
It's just because, like,
I found the origin of it. Give me a second.
the origin.
This is. I think that's the original. Is that the slop dog,
Hold
or is
on.
that a different dog?
Discord, can you just jump to present? Like, actually, yes, that is the original slop dog. I might have to make the slop drop smaller. Hold on. I'm just gonna. There we go. There,
We have a
the original slop dog.
Aura in this slop. That's the original slop dog.
Oh, okay. He squished it now. That's just how life is on occasion.
Yeah. My dogs love the slop. I mix the slop in with the dry kibble and bits, though.
Oh, I might have to. I think streaming in Discord and streaming is making my stream lag. So
Yeah, Discord one. All right. Okay. Checking the stream, I think there's like mad delay.
that's usually how it goes, though.
Yeah. Hmm.
There is essentially nothing I can do about it.
Okay, so where are we throwing? We threw Sloppy Joe at B tier, right?
Oh, yes, hold on. I will put it there. Just let me fix that. Okay. I'm just gonna grab it from here. B. Yes. Okay, and then next we have Jambalaya.
Jambalaya. Okay. Thing about Jambalaya is that it is also not really super sloppy. It's more whole. It doesn't quite go splat and plop.
Yeah.
However, it's really good.
See, I've never had jambalaya.
I have had a lot of jambalaya. I think jambalaya gets, like, despite the fact that it meets almost none of the slop criteria, I think it makes its way into C tier on taste alone.
On taste alone. I think you also added jambalaya to the list.
I think I did. It's really good.
All right. I can
jambalaya.
accept C tier. Okay. Listen.
S.
This
Easy
yeah,
S.
obviously.
Easy S,
the
obviously.
origins.
The slop.
The slop. The slop. Here. We'll even get it. We'll get it. Here, and then we'll just there we go. Perfect. Okay, oatmeal.
Okay, thing is, oatmeal meets a lot of the slop criteria. However, with the exception of apple cinnamon, I don't think it's very good.
That is entirely fair. I personally don't really like oatmeal. The only time I'll eat oatmeal is if Jessica makes oatmeal, and then I steal it. Because everything tastes better when you steal it, obviously.
Very true.
So I think it's dependent on the type of oatmeal. But
I
it
think
is
we
it
can
is very
comfortably
sloppy. I think
It's very sloppy.
if I take a spoonful of
It
oatmeal,
goes splat and
it
it goes
goes
plop.
splat and
And
plop.
it doesn't, I mean, it kind of sticks to the spoon, but not to a degree where you can say it's not slop.
Yeah. But I think I think it's like a good amount of like cuz it lingers just a little bit. But like what slop doesn't? Like there's not a lot of slops that aren't going to linger at least like slightly.
That's true. I feel like oatmeal can go right there with jambalaya and see because it's kind of the inverse to jambalaya because it's very, very sloppy.
It's very sloppy but not very
but
good.
it's not very good.
Sorry to
So I
all my
feel like it's
oatmeal lovers
right.
out there.
I have no remorse for any oatmeal lovers out there. I feel like oatmeal meets a healthy middle with jambalaya because jambalaya is not very sloppy, but it's really good.
Yeah.
And oatmeal is very, very sloppy, but not very good.
Yeah, I can live with that.
And I feel like jambalaya also lives like it's definitely not American, but it lives free.
It lives well in the criteria. It doesn't need to be American.
That's true.
It just has to have
says
American
it's there in the
spirit.
protocol.
Listen,
It has some American spirit, I think.
I don't make the rules. I just follow
I
them.
feel like
That's not
oatmeal
true.
is I feel like this is definitely like oatmeal is a very white food.
That is
Gravy.
true.
Gravy, I think, is a healthy. Ooh, actually, I
Gravy
don't know.
feels American.
It's definitely very American. It has a lot of American spirit, but I don't know if it's really truly sloppy. I think it's more liquid than sloppy.
That is true. Well, it depends on the gravy, because I feel like some people could make their gravy sloppy, but I feel like
Majority
the
of gravy
average
is not
gravy.
sloppy.
I think
I feel like a good
when I think of
75%.
gravy, I think the authority on gravy would be the Colonel himself.
That's true. And the
And
last
his
time I
gravy is
had-
pretty is it's just not sloppy. It's not
It's
giving
not
me the slop.
It's not sloppy. I think we can comfortably put. While I feel like there are definite exceptions, I feel like the majority of gravy is not all that sloppy and
Yeah.
deserves about D tier.
A D tier.
Because I want to acknowledge the brave soldiers who go out and make their gravy real nice and sloppy.
Yes. To all of you out there making sloppy gravy, mwah, we love
Hearts out to you. Hearts out to you.
But you're
You're fighting the good fight.
you're just not the average.
But yeah, you're it's just not it's not there yet. You know, someday I
Yeah.
feel like we'll get there. But for now, we're not there.
We're just not.
And I hate to say it.
Okay, we got grits.
Grits. Grits
I-
is definitely
Admittedly, I've never had grits, but it is a thing here.
um thing is grits. I think it's pretty damn sloppy.
Yeah, I feel like anything that you boil, like,
Yeah, like
gets a
anything
little
that's
gets a little slop to it.
it's a porridge. Like I think
Yeah.
it's pretty sloppy.
But is it good? Do you enjoy grits?
You know, it's food.
It's well, that could be good too,
I'm
though.
gonna be burned alive when I go back go back down to Tennessee and Kentucky and Arkansas for to meet up with my old family down there. But it's food. It's filling, that's for sure. God knows it's filling. You can get it basically anywhere. You can make it basically anywhere. If you make instant grits, I have no words for that. Basically, I think grits meets an easy A.
Yeah?
I think grits hits an easy A tier and like a high A tier as well. I think.
I think you're the grits authority here.
I mean, here I think I might be the grits authority, but
yeah. Between the two of us, you have the ultimate authority.
We have
on
one
grits.
Midwesterner and one California. I think I don't think anyone at all familiar with grits wants to hear my opinion on it. Anyone north of the Mason-Dixon line should not have an opinion on grits.
One day, I want to do Slop Tier List, the sequel, where we make all of the slops.
Oh my god, yes.
Because
I might be too white to make jambalaya, but I will sure try. I will. Ooh.
We're gonna do our best, and then we'll see how that changes our list.
Changes our tier list.
Yeah, because then I would be able to have some sort of opinion on grits.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay.
We got mashed potatoes, parentheses,
mashed potatoes. Runny mashed potatoes, the worst kind. I feel like I'm a bit biased here because I don't like mashed potatoes. I feel like that's potatoes in its worst form. I would rather have like a baked potato or like home fries or hash browns or hush puppies are different. Tater tots. I would rather have potato in like literally any other form.
I get that, but I love chunky mashed potatoes.
Okay, but these are runny mashed potatoes, so I think we put this...
I think the sloppiest form of mashed potatoes is instant mashed potatoes.
That's very true, because it's way too much water.
Because it's just like... it meets the protocol if it doesn't linger on the spoon, and it goes slap and plop. Because oftentimes in school, it's like the ultimate school food lunch.
Here's what it is. It's mashed potatoes, shitty green beans, and Salisbury steak.
Ugh, I hate Salisbury steak.
I also hate Salisbury steak.
So much, but everyone at my school absolutely loved it, and I think there's something
it's like
in the water or something.
Rubber with pepper on it. It's awful.
I mean, on the bright side, that means I could trade it for things.
That's also true. It was a big hitter in the economy.
Salisbury steak gravy. The gravy at my school, that was sloppy gravy. But
see, my school never had gravy. My school was all like
just the dry,
it was all pre-packaged like chicken with mayonnaise.
Well, we had
a packet of Tapatio.
Like pre-packaged gravy that just came with the steak, and then they would plop the gravy on top.
We had bone-dry chicken and rice for 90% of our meals. It was pretty gross.
That's
and you'd have to put mayo on it. It was bone-dry chicken and rice mayo, and if you were lucky, a tiny packet of hot sauce.
Is mayonnaise sloppy?
Oh shit. Oh no. Is mayonnaise sloppy?
I think
mayonnaise is kind of sloppy. Oh no. Okay, that will have to go on to the end of the list. But let's mashed potatoes. C? Maybe B? I feel like runny mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Definitely pretty sloppy, but also not great. So I feel like they could go in C.
Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing, because
similar to
oatmeal. It's pretty sloppy, but it's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
What about
I don't think I've had mashed potatoes in years.
Oobleck.
Oobleck. That's slop.
How do you spell oobleck?
Oobleck.
Okay. Well, we'll return to oobleck.
We'll
right.
get back to that. Oobleck and mayonnaise.
We have chili.
Chili. I feel like that really depends on your chili.
It's true. Chili in my area is... I think it's like too chunky to be sloppy.
Yeah, I feel like we have a similar thing where it's not like I feel like unless you're getting to like Skyline chili, like up towards Cincinnati, it's not very sloppy.
Yeah.
But
I think canned chili is sloppy.
Canned chili's very sloppy, but I feel like the majority of good chili is not very sloppy. I feel like it's too. I feel like it's, but it's in a. I feel like it's in a similar class to Sloppy Joe, because it's not very sloppy, but it's still very good.
Fair enough. So beef.
I think.
To be honest, I don't really enjoy chili. I like the idea of chili. I just hate beans.
I love me some good chili, especially here when it's super cold and it's pissing rain. I'm gonna make some chili, and I'm gonna make some mac and cheese and chili tomorrow. And I'm gonna kick back with a nice glass of iced tea. That's all my comfort food right there, because it's cold as hell right now.
Like, I like chili. I just hate the texture of beans in my mouth. If that makes sense.
I think
because like on the inside of like cooked beans, it's like, I don't know.
It's mushy.
It's mushy.
And it's granular.
Yeah, it's just not my favorite thing, but I like all the other stuff. I'm simultaneously like not very picky. I'll try anything at least once. But like I've become very particular about my food because I'm sick of just eating things that I don't like. And I've just started being like, cause see that's a big, we're like, my family will just assume that I love things because I used to eat them. And at this Thanksgiving, my grandma offered me Jell-O, and I was like, no thank you, I don't like Jell-O, because I don't mind. It's another thing where I don't mind the taste. I hate like gummy textures. I hate gummy bears, gummy worms. I don't like Jell-O. If it's gummy or gelatinous, it's just not my thing. And my grandma's baffled by this. But I don't know. Anyways, I digress. Guacamole.
Ooh, I think that's another A.
I can agree with that. That's a pretty easy one.
I think like you go to any food truck here in California and you get their guac, that's gonna be some good slop.
Yeah, it's sloppy and it tastes good.
It's sloppy and delicious. I think that's a good A.
Yeah.
Grits, I will say nothing about grits. But guac, I can say easy A.
Yeah.
Easy A. Very sloppy. Very good. Has a lot of good applications. Oh my god, I'm so tempted to just drive down to like there's like a food truck outside a like bar somewhere, and I just want to go get a burrito right now. Like just loaded with steak and cheese and sour cream and pico de gallo and rice and beans and fucking guacamole. It's gonna be, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I need to do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow. We don't have a lot of good like food truck action around here, because everything in North Dakota sucks.
That's lucky about California is we got all of that.
You have so many options there.
We have a lot of options because there's just more people. Like there's more types of food, more types of people, people bringing their stuff, people fusing their stuff.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
good.
I think I
Clam
just need to get
chowder.
out of here. I think I just need to get out of North Dakota. I'll just move. I'll just leave right now. Oh my god, what is
Just
wrong with my
dip.
thumb? That's freaky. Anyways, clam chowder, parentheses of the sloppy variety.
I feel like this is another, like, chili situation where instead of being too chunky, it's not always chunky enough. And it's more, it turns into more of a thick soup than a slop.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like in a lot of cases it's too liquid. However, when it is sloppy, I feel like it's a good B tier.
I can accept that. Clam chowder is another thing that I've never experienced.
It's good. You gotta get clam. My favorite part of the clam chowder is when you get clam chowder in a bread bowl, and when you finish the clam chowder, the bread on the bread bowl has soaked up a lot of the clam chowder and a lot of the flavor, and you can just nosh on that while you're waiting for the bill. That's always good.
See, like, we just don't have a lot of good... Like, I live in
feel
North
like-
Dakota. There's not going to be good
Where's
clams.
the nearest water?
North Dakota is literally the furthest away from any water than it can be. It is the middle point. Like,
Right, because Canada too. I mean, I feel like are there clams? There's got to be clams in the Great Lakes, right?
I don't know. Do clams need to live in salt water?
Not all of them, but I think a lot of them do, right? I know freshwater lakes have clams. At least I think a lot of
Ah.
freshwater lakes have clams.
Because even then, like, I live pretty far from any good lakes.
Water.
Yeah. I mean, we have lakes here, but they're not like super cool, humongous. No one's growing clams. No one's really cultivating clams in North Dakota. Also, because like
A real shame.
the lakes we have, the big thing is like ice fishing,
Oh yeah, I can see that.
because all of them freeze over. So I mean, like
Right.
we've got like good,
You got good fishing,
fish?
but not a lot of good clams.
but no clams.
I see.
Anyways, the true blue slop.
I think that's an easy yes.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Because it's true. It's the true one.
It's true. It's blue.
Okay.
What else do you want?
And then we've got normal curry, not blue.
It's definitely very sloppy. However,
Curry's another thing
not
I've never
blue.
had.
It's not blue.
I'm just exposing myself. North Dakota is not very diverse, and I don't
It's
have
just
the
like
opportunity
all
to.
mayonnaise and Texas toast.
We've got lefse.
What is Lufsa? Is that like German or Scandinavian or like
Yes.
one of them?
Well,
How do you spell it?
LEFSE. It's like
Left.
bread.
Yeah, Norwegian flatbread. Oh, I've had this before. Oh
What's
yeah.
that? Because like
That's
Norwegian and like Scandinavian
potatoes. Interesting.
food is a big thing here. Like in my town we have like a Scandinavian heritage park type thing. So like around here, like Thanksgiving, everyone's making lefse and that kind of stuff. We have a lot like Norwegian, Scandinavian, and like German foods is the big thing here. But like
Thanksgiving around here, you get a lot of Asian fusion. So instead of doing turkey, a lot of people do Peking duck.
Trying to remember that thing because
fried rice
people
and stuff
there's
like that.
this thing where you take fish and
Lutefisk?
you
Lutefisk?
lutefisk. That's a big thing here too.
Like the dried white fish. I think it's whatever it is.
Lutefisk is something.
It's a thing, that's for sure.
That's a big like Christmas thing.
I would assume on
Um,
top of like the classics like Christmas ham and stuff.
But lutefisk, it's like dried fish, and then you soak it in lye, and that's kind of scary to me. Like I know it's safe.
I would rather chug pure surströmming, honestly.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's a lie. I would not like that. My stomach is not that strong. I feel like curry though, we can put in a solid A tier because it's still really good,
I can accept that.
but it's not true blue slop.
It's not the true blue slap.
It's not. It's true slop, but it's not blue. I
Yeah.
feel like that's kind of holding it back.
Yeah, as we know, blue is the best color.
Very accurate.
Okay, tubby custard.
What the fuck is tubby custard?
I have opinions about this, but I want to hear yours first.
I don't know what tubby custard is.
Excuse me?
That's a. What? I'm googling it. What the fuck is tubby?
It's tubby.
custard?
They have the machine. And it
Just
goes
searched
into the
tubby, and all I see is tubby Todd all over ointment. Hold on, I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that to the side. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to put that so I can go. What the fuck is tubby custard?
Yeah, I feel like
Teletubbies?
tubby custard.
Hell,
It's like somewhat
Ew.
sloppy. I feel like tubby custard is kind of in the same area as
that looks like a liquid
oobleck,
bubble gum.
where I feel like if I were to touch it, it would be like, you
It
know,
looks like
it's
Pepto-Bismol.
it seems very non-Newtonian to me.
Oh.
But as it is in the show, in the clip, it does look rather liquidy,
It looks
but it
very
is
liquidy.
intended to be pudding. And I'm not sure if it's just the manner of which they are dispensing the custard, because I feel like custard normally
Thick.
is relatively sloppy. But
Oh, okay. For a little bit of context and clarification, Tubby Todd Bath Co. All Over Ointment is baby ointment
baby ointment.
made from beeswax and jojoba oil
Oh,
for acne, eczema, and spots.
whoa.
And some mommy blog calls it liquid gold.
Ugh.
It's
Nothing scares me more than people who have mommy blogs.
36 divided by 8. It's $4.50 an ounce.
That seems like a lot. I don't really know how much an ounce is. That feels like a lot of money.
The metric system is like, I feel like the imperial system kind of sucks. Or like it in some ways it's more intuitive, and in some ways it's like not at all. Like, you know what a cup is, and you know how long a foot is, you know kind of how much a pound is, but when it comes to ounces, you kind of lose the
Anyone who knows how much an ounce is off the top of their head is a drug dealer.
That's actually true. Everyone I know, all of my friends who partake in substances, can tell me more about conversions than I think the average person.
Exactly. That's what math class teaches you. People are always like, what is math class going to teach me in my real life?
Teach
Why?
you how to
Well, I'm not
parcel
gonna
out
need
your
the
drugs.
hypotenuse of a triangle in the real life. But you know what you will need? Conversions.
You will need a lot of conversions.
So you can drug deal. Where
The Mimsy May live stream channel is not endorsing the sale of illegal substances.
Yeah.
However, Stay in school, learn your conversions.
Stay in school, learn your conversions. Be safe. Also, if you are partaking, it is important to know how much something is so that you don't take too much.
Very, very true.
Be safe out there.
Be safe out there.
Be safe out there. Where do you think Tubby Custard should be placed?
I feel like from everything I've seen of it, it's not super sloppy. However, it does meet some of the criteria. I believe if gathered enough and gelatinized enough, it would go slap and plop. It doesn't have a lot of American spirit, but it has a lot of freedom to it. It's not free range, that's for sure. By my understanding, it comes from Teletubbies. I think C tier.
I can accept that. Another interesting thing about Tubby Custard is that
What's up with Tubby Custard? What's the
So-
lore here?
they're the image of Tinky Winky dispensing the Tubby Custard from the Tubby Custard machine became quite popular on Tumblr for a short bit because someone had taken the image out of context and said like, oh, this is how they make chicken nuggets. Are you still gonna eat them? And someone replied, that is the Tubby Custard machine. And got
Would you-
embarrassed on the internet.
Question. Would you eat a chicken McNugget full of Tubby Custard?
Probably.
If it
I would
was-
probably
if it
enjoy
was-
it more.
Here's the thing. If it was like the shell of the chicken nugget, like the breading of a chicken McNugget,
But then just
but with
loose
the
custard on the inside.
just the loose custard, like a you just bite into it and bam, you just pierce the breading with
It's-
your incisors, and then it
it's
just
a
starts leaking
Gushers.
custard.
It's a Gushers, but
It's
with
a
bread.
Tubby Gusher.
Tubby Gusher. I would love a Tubby Gusher.
You would love a Tubby Gusher.
Honestly. Because here's another thing. I don't like pudding. Because that's
So
another
what
thing.
makes you think you would like a Tubby Gusher if you don't like
Because
pudding?
it's because of my love for the Teletubbies.
You
I
know
would
what?
be
I can
able to
respect
look
that.
past it just to be able to experience true Tubby Custard in a
I
true
can respect.
Tubby Gusher.
I can respect that.
Just because
Okay, what's next?
tapioca pudding.
Ooh, that's pretty sloppy. That's pretty
It
sloppy.
is pretty sloppy.
It's also not bad.
As we've established, I don't like pudding, but it is. I have experience before, and I will say the slop potential.
Slop potential's very high.
It's
The
pretty.
slop
It's
ceiling
pretty
is
sloppy.
stratospheric. The
Yeah.
slop ceiling here is stratospheric. I
Yeah.
feel like we can go for a good B tier on tapioca pudding. It's not bad. It's not like. I feel like it's a food it's like a thing I'll go for if I have a craving for tapioca pudding or pudding in general. Like if I'm craving a pudding and I see some tapioca pudding, I'll go for the tapioca pudding, and it's still pretty sloppy.
I can accept that. Baby food.
Baby food. Ooh,
Baby
baby food
food.
is pretty close to peak slop.
That is
Um,
rather sloppy.
It's very sloppy.
Like it has no chunks. It's meant to be, kind of thicker, so that your poor little child doesn't choke on it and die.
And they're not trying to drown in it too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Don't make that noise. I mean.
Um. um. Baby food. You think an A tier there?
I think so.
All right, I think A tier is a
Babies-
pretty healthy
babies-
spot for baby
Babies
food.
quite enjoy it. and it's sloppy.
It
Everyone's
is-
had baby food.
Everyone has had baby food. It's a question of how much baby food you've had past getting teeth. That's the real question. And I have had a lot because some baby food mixtures, dude, they're in the lab cooking up some fire because oh my god. Whoever decided to put strawberry, kiwi, and banana into a little paste I can just into my fucking mouth on the bus. Holy shit, give them a raise.
Baby food is like, I feel like it can be like, some of them are akin to like applesauce type.
Yeah, for
things.
sure.
Have you ever had like those little like baby like puff snacks?
What?
They're like little puffy like cracker type things that you get for
I had
babies.
those when I was a kid. Yeah, those taste weird. They taste weird after you get like developed taste buds.
Just undevelop your taste buds.
just return to infant.
No. Just go back. Just undevelop your taste buds so you can once enjoy the amazingness of a little like baby puppy cracker.
That's for sure.
I just like, I want that for me, because they're shaped like, most of the time they're shaped like little stars. They look like they would be fun to eat. Like, I want to just like sit at the table and have someone like pour out a bunch of them in front of me and have me, with my undeveloped fine motor skills, just kind of like grab at them aimlessly and just
Why did we stop?
attempt to shove them
Why
in my
did we
mouth.
stop using, like, you know how booster seats in like restaurants or like
Yeah.
high chairs, how they have like the little table thing in front of you?
Yeah.
Why did we ever stop doing that?
Everyone just has like an individual little table on their chair.
Yeah,
Who needs a big table when you could just have your own table?
Yeah, and you
And then it
just,
has
like, fuck
lips on the
plates.
it has
Fuck
like
plates, fuck utensils.
lips
You
on the
just get
side
your
so you could just
food on the thing and you just start tearing into it. We got to get back to our roots, both
Yeah.
as like a society and individually. Like we need to go back to eating like slabs of meat with our bare hands and getting in the high chair at the age of 30. I feel like you should have a good period. Like you should be able to go until you're about 30 before you got to get back in the high chair. And that should be a punishment. I feel like that should be like you made it. You're good.
Well, life really is like full circle, because
Because you
Like,
start in the diapers and you end in the
you
diapers.
start in the diapers and you end in the diapers. And I think you should start in the high chair and end in the high chair.
in the high chair. Man, the high chair is where it's at. I don't know
Because
why we
also,
ever-
like, once you start getting older, you do start to lose some of those, like,
those fine motor skills.
yeah. Put me in the high
Maybe
chair.
maybe
The
that's how you
table
wanna
has a
go.
lip on it so I don't make a mess. I've got a cup holder built in so I don't
Exactly. You're
spill.
living. You're living.
Because also, I'm a fan of drinking things from a water bottle, which is just a more advanced form of a sippy cup. Because if
I'm a
it's
fan of drinking things from a comically long straw.
exactly, if I'm not drinking it from a straw, I have to put my water in a water bottle. Because if I'm not drinking it from a straw, I just won't drink it.
If I ever need to drink thick water, I want medically assisted death. I think I can. Like I've tried thick water
water.
before.
Thick water
After seeing that one video where they
is thick
where,
water
like, was it
sloppy.
Ted and Schlatt or something ate
Uh-huh.
it with cereal. I tried it. It tastes so bad. It's like drinking glue. It's
I want to
it's
drink
like
glue.
I
Going back
would-
to
I
your
would-
roots. It's going back to your roots. Eating
I
glue.
would rather drink epoxy. That's what it feels like. Feels like it would be drinking
Ooh.
epoxy. It's bad.
Ugh. I can
yeah.
imagine drinking epoxy.
I don't want to.
I used to work a lot with resin. it gets thick.
It gets very thick.
Well, because also as it's curing, it gets warm.
Yeah,
That would be interesting.
that would be awful.
Oh, it would
Imagine
mess
just
you
epoxy
up.
curing as it coats your throat.
It
And you
would-
just die.
It would mess you up. You
What
would.
would epoxy mixing with stomach acid do? feel like that's a
Well, the
concoction
epoxy
of
wouldn't
pure
cure, I
death.
can tell you that.
So it would just sit there in its
Well,
liquid
'cause
form,
here's-
like dissolving.
Here's another thing. Epoxy, once it comes into contact with water, whatever was in contact with it won't cure. But also, if you apply heat to it, it'll flash cure.
So it will
And the
just
inside of our bodies are pretty warm. So I think
they're
what would
pretty wet.
happen there, I feel like there would be a part. I think part of it would cure partially.
you
like,
would just
if
have
you-
like a trillion tiny shards of microplastic epoxy
If you
tearing up the walls of your stomach.
drink it fast enough, well, because it also depends on the type of
What would
epoxy.
happen
Because
if
if
you
you're
did
doing
a shot of epoxy?
if you're doing like normal, like just kind of average epoxy, I feel like it by the time it's like coating your throat, it's too thick to be able to get to your stomach, and it just wouldn't cure. But if you were to do fast cure, like okay, it would cure in your throat and you're dead. Like it would still be squishy on the sides. But then if you did slow cure epoxy, which is super liquidy for a long time,
you did
I
a
think
shot
that
of
c-
slow
I think
cure epoxy.
that could feel
Would it
like
cure in your
maybe
stomach?
I feel like part of it could. If
I
it
feel
was
it would
like
just get
all in
dissolved by
one,
stomach acids before it would cure.
maybe. I feel like it would probably get pretty wet, but I think it could partially cure if it was able to be like if you drank it fast enough to have it be like in a clump in your stomach.
Right. Okay, what's next?
Puree.
Puree, too liquid, D tier.
I
I
disagree.
don't think it's sloppy enough.
I
I don't
made-
think it's sloppy enough.
I made pumpkin puree for Thanksgiving, and that was pretty sloppy. I think it's dependent on the puree.
Yeah, because I feel
Because
like
what sort of puree are you thinking of? Like when you think puree, what what application
I
is it?
always think of a carrot puree. I don't know why. That's always what I think of.
That's fair. Is this like a store-bought puree, or is this like a stick it in the food processor type thing?
Okay, the reason I always think of carrot puree is very messed up.
Okay.
It's because for a school report, I had to read about the call them enhanced interrogation techniques utilized in Guantanamo Bay,
Uh-huh.
and one of them was pureeing meals, which almost always involved carrots, and well, the CIA DOJ report on them said that they were peas and carrots, and they were rectally infused. So that's the only thing I can think of when I think of the word puree, and it's always carrots. So I don't know if it's quite sloppy enough, but you know,
Well, because also
I feel
like
my
pumpkin
perspective
puree,
is-
you don't add water to it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I feel like the majority of other purees, you would end up adding a little bit of water.
Yeah. Where do you want to put it?
I think Heidi Tuolosi.
We'll put it in D, just because of your story.
Put it in B for detention facility.
Paper pulp. Have you made paper before?
Made paper. I don't think it's that sloppy. I think it's too chunky, though.
I get that. But like, I take a handful, and I kind of, you know. I don't know if it picked that up in Discord.
It goes slap and plop.
It does go slap and plop.
That's tough. It goes slap and plop. It doesn't have. It has a lot of. Doesn't have a lot of free spirit. Does it have a lot of American spirit? I don't know if there's anything more American than cutting down a tree and using it for capitalism, but like, I don't think it's.
I don't know. It's very free because you're putting it. You are making it into, you know, a rectangle.
It's recycling. A lot of the time, a lot of paper pulp is like recycled material.
That's what I do.
So I don't know if it's quite. Is recycling American? I feel like recycling is uniquely un-American.
Recycling seems pretty un-American to me because we love ruining the environment.
We love ruining.
Fuck the environment.
Our like third favorite thing to do. It's like number one, like baseball's off the list. Fuck baseball. No one watches baseball anymore.
Why would I watch baseball when I could ruin the environment?
Exactly. Like the only thing that baseball does now is like people driving to the stadium and ruining the environment.
Sure.
And the amount of like construction cost for building new stadiums. So I feel like paper pulp can go in D, maybe E.
Maybe E? We don't have any E yet. Maybe I'll just put it in E, just because we don't have any other E's.
Just because we don't have an E? I feel, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, so I've totally forgotten what does that say?
Which one?
At the very bottom.
Try Kibble and Bits.
No. At the very bottom of the slop track.
Oh, Biscoff slop. Parentheses pre-ice creamed.
Oh, Biscoff is not spelled correctly.
What?
Biscoff slop? What?
How do you spell Biscoff?
Biscoff.
Okay, start over.
BIS.
Yeah.
COFF.
I was close.
Biscoff is very good.
I don't know what it is.
It's like a little cookie. It's Coffee's favorite cookie. It's not bad. I like a good Biscoff cookie.
Oh, the video you sent me.
What?
Where the guy slopified
Biscoff?
Biscoff and then he turned it into the ice cream.
Oh. But it said pre-ice cream, right?
Well, it was like before he
but it was
froze
still slopped?
it. It was after slop,
Hold on.
pre-frozen, pre-ice creamed.
Let me find the video in question.
I don't know. Good luck, because I don't remember when that was.
Is it this guy? Okay, so he's getting stiff peaks. He's adding sweetened condensed milk, so this looks pretty good. He's using Biscoff cookie butter. And then he's getting it real sloppy. But then he mixes in chunks. See, that takes off your slop score right there.
Well, at which point?
I feel like, because we're saying pre-frozen, right? So this is after he puts in the chunks.
That's fair.
So I think it's... It's very sloppy. But I don't know if it would taste very good before it's frozen. So I think we have to put it in C tier.
I can accept that. 'Cause we cannot be taking into account the potential.
Exactly. It
It has to be room temp.
It has to be room temperature.
It has to be in its current state. Otherwise,
Its
what
natural
sort of
state.
operation are we even running here?
Exactly.
You know.
Then like it's raining cats and dogs.
All right, mayo.
Mayo, very sloppy.
It is very sloppy.
Highly sloppy, especially in large amounts.
Especially in large amounts.
I feel like
You ever
that's a
seen
healthy-
videos of people at Subway putting the like mayo containers into the bigger container?
No, what?
It's very sloppy.
Oh dear. Let's go with a B tier because mayo's sloppy but not as good as curry or guacamole or baby food. Oobleck.
Do you enjoy mayo? Do you like mayo, like on things?
I feel like a small amount of mayo on like a good chicken sandwich, you know. But I feel like I don't know if y'all have them out there. Maybe it's like specifically a California thing, but like Nation's giant hamburgers.
No,
The
I don't know what
hamburgers are
that
pretty
is.
good and they're open really late, but I feel like they put way too much mayo on all of their burgers.
I feel like mayo is really good in small amounts.
In moderation.
But if you put
mayo
like
on a chicken sandwich. is
any
very good.
more than like just the littlest
It's
bit just to get it like,
immediately,
then it's disgusting.
mayo gets it hits a small area of tolerability before it gets exponentially worse the more you
It
put
just
on.
gets really gross.
Yeah, it gets everything wet, regardless of it being like sloppy or not. It gets everything else wet. Its taste is infectious and in too large amounts noxious. It's yucky, icky, gross.
See, mayo is very interesting because I feel like it's fundamental to many sandwiches.
Exactly. You can't have a lot of sandwiches without a little bit of mayo. But if you go too much on it, and it's very easy to go too much on it,
Yeah.
then it's ruined the sandwich.
You have to be the mayo master.
You have to be the mayo master.
You have to master
you have
the
to
mayo.
be doling it out with precision,
Are
and
we-
elegance, and grace.
In our scoring, are we taking into account difficulty of the application of the slop?
I don't think so. At least I haven't been so far, because I feel like that mayo is probably the only situation so far in which amount is determinant to its sloppiness.
Cause in large amounts it's sloppy, but it's only good in small amounts.
True. So does that make it not sloppy? Oh wow. That's something to consider.
Cause once you get to
Once you
where
get
it
to
is
a
sloppy, it's no
level,
longer enjoyable.
It's no longer good. So I feel like it has to go between B or C. Because I feel like a healthy amount of mayo is in B, but a sloppy amount of mayo is in C, maybe B.
No.
Let's split the difference and say C.
Okay.
I also think room temperature mayo is a affront to God.
Well, it has to be room temperature.
I know. But I also feel like cold mayo it might be worse. Because
Like
then
if
it's
you're
more
sticking your hand in it
No, like
at
if
the
you're
sloppy level.
if you're taking your mayo out of the fridge and you're putting it on a sandwich, I feel like the colder the mayo is, the more you're going to taste it because the more its texture stands out.
That's fair.
Unless it's specifically a cold sandwich.
Frozen mayo. What would-
Frozen mayo is vile. What else do we have?
Oobleck.
We made
See, oobleck is only sloppy in certain
Made correctly.
situations.
See?
Because if you start whacking the crap out of it, it is no longer sloppy.
Yeah. We'll call it in its untempered room temperature state. I feel like
If you're not fucking with it,
if you're
then
not
it's pretty
fucking with
sloppy.
it, pretty sloppy. I think it's between C and B.
I think it's C just because of
It's kind of wet.
yeah. Alright, thick water.
Thick water is a good B because
It's a
it's
good-
very sloppy. Ooh, but it might stick to the spoon.
Well,
doesn't
how
go
thick?
slap
How
off.
thick is this water?
Pretty thick. I think maybe C because it doesn't stick to the spoon and it's not good.
It's not good.
Does it go in E? Because it's literally
Well,
like
if
glue.
it's very unenjoyable,
It's pretty
then-
thick. I hate thick water.
you hate it.
I would like to the point where if I ever get to a point in age or like in an age and stage in life where I need thick water, I don't know if I want to live.
I think that makes it E then.
E for evil.
E for evil. Not quite F because it is sloppy, but E just because it is so awful. Alright, well,
Whoa, that's everything we have so far.
can you think of any more sloppy things?
I'm trying to think of more sloppy things.
What about like raw paint?
Paint. I feel like a lot of paint, it's like similar to like gravy where it's too liquid. I feel like gravy and paint often have a very similar consistency. Like if you flick it, it might go slap and plop, but it's going to be very liquid and it's going to stick to the spoon in the sense that it's going to like drip off, you know? It's going to do that like
Yeah.
like funnel looking thing. So I feel like paint is a D tier.
I can accept that.
It also the delay is probably pretty long, but we could take viewer suggested slop.
Yeah. I need to move so I can get better internet. I feel like I mention this like every time I stream, but I have the best internet I can get for my area. It's not awful.
Your ISP like bad, I guess.
Yes, because I
This-
have an Ethernet cable too. So
No, it's not like a bad router or anything.
Yeah.
It's just a slow connection.
it just is what it is.
What's your download time? Or it's rather more it's like what's your upload speed?
Let's see. It's probably gonna come up as crap right now because I'm streaming. But yeah, I already know that it's going to be bad.
I'm on the lookout. Like I have my head on a swivel to see
On a swivel.
if anyone's gonna put fiber in our area. But
But what?
fiber optic cable.
Oh.
So
My
you can
upload
look up-
speed is 1.
1 megabit per second.
Yes.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Normally it's like 3.
Oh. Fuck.
But I'm just on that. I just want to be on that gamer grind. That's why I've been trying to do like plan more videos and stuff. Just cause then it's Like
Less
it
texting on your internet.
yeah. We should do that. We gotta plan some videos, Cheyenne.
Yeah, I'm down. Should play some Vimeo games.
Vimeo James. Also because I hate playing games on stream because it's too much to pay attention to.
You could just
So-
play games and then like throw it up or edit it later. That's the fun stuff.
But we also gotta come up with some very cool. Hold on, I gotta get my list. I have a list of content ideas on my phone.
Yeah.
Um.
Yummy, yummy. Con.
Oh my god, when when I was a small baby child, I made this YouTube video where I described the entirety of Dragon Ball Z despite never having seen Dragon Ball Z. And I'm so sad
I've never seen Dragon Ball.
because that video is gone now. I don't know where it is. But I do want to do a video like that because it was very funny. Where I just describe something like either from memory or something that I've never seen. I can do Dragon Ball Z again. And then I did like a cute little like animation over it. I think that would be a fun video. Or like if I made you describe a movie from memory and then I animated over it.
I feel like there are a couple of videos that I could describe from memory.
Yeah.
Or like a couple of like, let's see, what's a movie I could describe from memory? Maybe Baby Driver, or most of the probably some of the Star Wars movies. Or a movie I've seen recently. I don't know. That's crazy. I'm both of those dogs right now.
You're both of them?
I'm both of them.
Oh, wait.
And my body is the top one, and my brain is the bottom one. Because I'm like, I'm laying back right now.
Are you tired?
Well, I didn't even realize it was like 2:30 a.m.
It's like
Here.
4:30 here.
Oh, Jesus.
So,
I have a project I need to continue video editing, but I'm going to be very distracted by football tomorrow. It's due on Monday, so that's gonna
Football.
be, football, yeah, football.
there's a drawing I need to continue doing. I was gonna just finish that Tara Bradford drawing even though nobody cares about Tara Bradford.
I can't believe you just, like, how did you get Tara Bradford?
I
Searching
Googled.
Final Fantasy characters.
Final Fantasy characters, and she was like the second girl that was on there.
Who was the first one?
I
Let's
think
see what
it
happens
was
when I search
Yuna.
Final
I think her name is.
Fantasy characters. Okay, so when I go up,
So,
that's crazy. I
okay,
see
we
Cloud
got-
Strife,
Cloud, Noctis, Squall,
Wall, Noctis, Titus,
Sephiroth,
Sephi,
Titus, Yuna, Tara Branford.
Branford. And Yuna, what's actually crazy is that you have to hit C more to see Aerith, or Tifa, Sora. What? Not, you know what? What's crazy is that you have to go even further down. Where is Yuffie? Where is...
I see Yuffie.
I see Yuffie.
See
I
Edgar.
see Aerith. I don't see Jessie. But there's...
I don't know.
There's
Because I chose Tara Branford because I like Yuna. I just thought Tara was cuter in that moment. That's how I make most of my decisions.
Crazy that Yuffie's like all the way down there, despite being like Final Fantasy VII, like probably one of the more popular ones.
See, I don't know that. I'm not a gamer. I am a gamer. I just don't play those kinds of games. My games
Crazy,
are
I'm
like
scrolling
Minecraft
through this,
and Mustache.
I'm scrolling through this. I don't see Genesis anywhere.
See, I don't even know who that is.
He's the like, I think Sephiroth, but ginger. I don't know a lot about Final Fantasy. I've just watched my friends play Crisis Core, and freak the fuck out when Crisis Core got announced.
I think the Final Fantasy that I'm most familiar with is whatever one Noctis is in.
14, I think.
Yeah, because I would watch. Aaron played the earlier version of
15,
it.
15. Because 14 is an MMO, right?
Is what?
Isn't Final Fantasy 14? Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is an MMO. Final Fantasy 15 is similar
I don't know.
to it's like a more an action adventure, like normal Final Fantasy game, or at least normal for the new Final Fantasy game. It's not like the old turn-based combat of like 7.
Oh yeah, cause so the reason I'm most familiar with that one is because Aaron used to play it a lot, and I would just sit and watch him play it. That was when me and him shared a computer. So I would sit on the computer in his room, and he'd be behind me playing that game. And there was this move in it called Cross Chains, which Aaron told me isn't even in the game anymore. Like, they changed the name of that move. And I said it sounded like a band name or something, Toxic Cross Chains. And so Toxic Cross Chains is my username on a couple of different things now.
Huh. Wonky.
That was almost going to be my new name. That was my the one I was going to choose before I came up with Mimsy May. Just because Mimsy May wasn't a character at that point. It was just like I needed a new username. Choo choo train. Is that a real train or is it a
Wait
fake
a
train?
minute, they added. Oh my god. They added Uno DLC. Whoa. They added way more content. They added
To
way
Uno?
more stuff. To Uno. There's so much more. What?
I still
Okay,
need
so
to buy
there's
Uno. Should I
Okay,
get
so
should I get regular Uno or should I get the deluxe one? Is
What's
the deluxe? I don't know.
Let me look at the store. Let me look at the store page. Let me look at the store page. I'm looking at Uno right now. I remember seeing way less stuff.
Cause it's like $10 more, but like if there's a bunch more stuff, and if
Wait,
like
so
people will
Uno
actually play it with me,
Ultimate
then I'll consider.
What is in the what does the Ultimate Edition of Uno entail?
In Uno, does everyone have to have like the pack to be able to play the different modes, or does just one person have to have it?
I don't know. What are the reviews? What is the top review? What? I'm so confused. I don't know what the Ultimate Edition of Uno is going to get you, honestly.
Yeah, it doesn't tell me anywhere. It just
It
says that it's
doesn't
ultimate.
say- Yeah. Maybe it comes with the Rabbids Uno?
I don't want to spend $10 extra just for Rabbids Uno.
I'm looking through these. There's the 50th anniversary Uno, which honestly kind of looks pretty sick.
Because also, normally, if it's like something like if it comes with all the DLCs and stuff, it'll be like, oh, you could buy the
it'll be
base
like a
game,
bundle.
or you could buy this bundle.
Yeah. There's Assassin's Creed Valhalla Uno? What the fuck? Okay, wait. Okay, so I think Uno Deluxe Edition gets you some of the theme cards. So the Rayman theme cards, the Just Dance theme cards, the Uno Flip theme cards, the Uno Phoenix Quest theme. I think that's what it gives you. I don't think it gives you the 50th anniversary or the Call of Yar or anything else like that. Because I think Noah has. I think Noah might have got the Ultimate Edition of Uno. And that's the stuff he has.
Mm.
So I think just regular Uno is like probably the way to go, because I feel like the majority of the time we're gonna play Uno, we're just gonna play the normal Uno.
Yeah, that's fair. Does Tabletop Simulator have a lot of card games?
Tabletop Simulator has a lot of games.
We should
know.
do a Tabletop Simulator video one day.
I know a lot of really great games on Tabletop Sim.
I bought it, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet because not a lot of people want to play it with me.
There is two of my favorite games that are on. I mean, besides classics like Ticket to Ride and Carcassonne and other and Settlers of Catan and other classic board games, there's two board games that I really like that I haven't been able to find any physical copies of. One of them is called Camp Grizzly.
Oh.
My friends showed me all of these good tabletop simulator. One called Camp Grizzly, where you basically play as a group of camp counselors in basically acting out like an 80s slasher movie. Kind of like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, whatever stuff, and you have to basically play through the plot and escape it or whatever. It's fun.
Cool.
And then there's also my personal favorite, Red Dragon Inn, which is like a card game, but also like a drinking game thing. It's pretty fun. And there's a lot of other stuff as well to play in tabletop sim. I know a lot of my friends use it for the Star Wars X-Wing Squadron game. I think that's what it's called. Turbo Nerds. But yeah. Pretty neat. I wonder if they have it in VR. That'd be crazy. Team Fortress. I'm just gonna look at the workshop. Slay the Spire board game. They have a 5e game table. They have a bunch of Warhammer stuff, a ton of Warhammer stuff, a bunch of WoW miniatures. That's Kill Jaden right there. Bunch of 40k. Love to see that. There's other games like Secret Hitler we could play, or like Codenames. I don't know how well those work not in person though.
I've never played them. in the first place.
Sort by most popular. Let's see the most popular ones of all time. Gloomhaven, Uno, Mage Knight Plus, Settlers of Catan, Nemesis. Oh, Red Flags is fun.
What's that?
It's kind of like, I mean, it's a little bit like Cards Against Humanity, except instead you basically everyone will pull like I think 2 white cards. Basically, you go in a circle, you go rotate from judge to judge. It's a little bit like apples to apples, but it's like you find 2 white cards that are like describing the perfect like significant other or perfect date for that person. And then everyone else has a red card that's like a red flag to sabotage the person, basically sabotage the person sitting next to them. And then you have to basically pick of like the best of a bad situation. And yeah, it's kind of like apples to apples.
Oh. It has been such a long time since I've played Apples to Apples.
I have to play it all the time at work.
See, I don't get the opportunity to play like a lot of board games. I mean, I kind of do. It's just that I don't know. Most of the opportunities I get are with like either people I don't want to play with, or either I have like something else I should be doing or whatever. But because like in real life, if I'm playing Uno, I just get really distracted.
Why don't I have
There's
Monopoly?
a lot going on. But like Uno Online, it streamlines it for you.
It streamlines it so much.
So like it's just easier for me to like pay attention to and like stay focused. Also, because then usually if I'm playing it online, I'm playing it with friends and not family, so I can swear at them.
Exactly.
And I can get violent. Because that's what makes board games fun.
My
Is
friends
when you
and I
threaten to
do
kill each
is
other.
that, like at a certain point, someone will just have a giant hand, and so everyone will just start funneling cards into that one hand until it becomes a hot potato with 50 plus cards.
Yes. See, that's the other thing that I love about Uno Online, is that there's not a limit to how...
There's not. It's whatever your computer can handle.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I think that... You know what the best card game is?
What's the best card game?
Nerds.
Nerds. I've still not played Nerds.
Oh, we should do that. We should see what people are doing tomorrow. And just play Nerds.
That'd be crazy.
Nerds is so fun. It gets so intense for no reason. And I think it's also another thing where like it's solitaire. So you're just playing solitaire, so I think people are more inclined to be a little more theatric, which I love.
100 card deck of Dread. Yeah, yeah. I think we had one game where it got over 100 cards. Oh yeah, May, did I show you Big Cookie?
No.
So I got a bunch of, I was bored and lazy, so I got cookie dough at the store the other day.
Yeah.
Except I didn't read the package when I grabbed it. I didn't realize it said 40 mini cookies, and I don't have enough baking sheet space to make 40 mini cookies. So I put it all in a big ball.
Uh-huh.
And then I put it in a cake pan and made a big ass cookie.
Yay.
And I am sending the image now. It's a very large cookie.
I want to make the large cookie so bad. Have you ever been to Crumble Cookie?
I think
Oh my
one of
god.
those chain, like, was it? I don't know if I've ever been to Crumble Cookie, but I feel like there was there was like some chain of cookie places that was like, it was really weird because I applied to work there, and then they were like, "Are you willing to travel for work?" It's like, to travel where? You're a cookie shop. Am I going to cookie conventions?
I want to go to a cookie convention.
I want to go to a cookie convention really bad.
I was gonna go apply at a Crumble Cookie because Walmart is Walmart. And then at least if I was there, I would be baking stuff. And that's something. But everyone people either love Crumble Cookie or they think it's really disgusting. And the people who love Crumble Cookie are like 8-year-olds and soccer moms.
The nearest Crumble Cookie, there's one out in Concord. There's one out in Walnut Creek. There's one over in San Ramon.
You should try Crumble Cookie. They're not very
Is there one in
good, but
San
I think you should
Francisco?
try it at least once.
There's not a Crumble Cookie in San Francisco. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's like they're near all the bridges. What the hell?
But like they make these big cookies, right? They have staple cookies, like chocolate chip and whatever. But then they have cookies of the week that they change every week.
That's
And
crazy.
like and they're just these big cookies, but you're not supposed to eat a whole one. You're supposed to only eat like a quarter of it because they're like 4,000 calories.
Jesus Christ.
I know, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't even know what they're
There's,
putting in
I
it.
sent pictures of Bee Cookie.
That's a big cookie. It's a very large.
I had to cook it. I had to bake it for like almost a half hour
Yeah.
in order to get it like all the way.
It looks
like,
a
to
little
get it not
crispy
gelatinous.
on the edges.
Yeah, I like a good crispy cookie though. It was a little bit crumbly as well.
Just like
It's probably because it was
Crumble
not
cookie.
meant to be that large of a cookie.
no.
There's a pretty good like ice. It's a cookie place. It's over in Berkeley, but it's like there's a like they make like ice cream sandwiches and cookies. I don't remember what it's called, but Noah and I went there. It was not bad.
See, I don't really like large cookies. I like many tiny cookies.
Many tiny cookies.
Many tiny cookies. They take so long though. But I just think they're fun. But I also like to bake. I like the process of baking.
I like the process of baking as well, but if I bake cookies, I'm gonna make cookies. If I bake brownies, I'm only baking 50% of those brownies, and I am eating the other 50% of the batter.
That's true. Brownies, I love a shitty cheap brownie. I love a box brownie.
You love cosmic brownies?
No.
No? Wow.
I think they're
That's-
just okay.
Dude, what about zebra cakes?
I like zebra cakes.
Okay.
I just don't like cosmic brownies.
So, big fan of the zebra cakes, not a big fan of the cosmic brownies. I can respect that.
But also, like, when I eat a brownie, I want the top of it to be, like, crispy. You know?
I get that.
Cosmic
You-
brownies just aren't doing that for me.
Do you do a lot of grocery shopping at Costco?
We don't have a Costco.
You don't have a Costco?
I think we do a couple towns over.
Oh my god. Costco rules. You could live in a Costco.
Maybe I will. Maybe when I move, I'll go live in a Costco. Brownie cupcakes?
Well, I know
Oh.
they have them at Costco, which is like a, what's it called? They have a box of, like, brownie mix. It's like a Ghirardelli brownie mix.
Mhm.
That's pretty good.
Yo. I need to make lava
Lava
lava cake. I have the stuff for it. I just haven't made it yet.
Should make
Is
a
that-
Mountain Dew lava cake.
Hold on. Let me go into
Have you ever had like 7-Up, the 7-Up pound cake?
I've heard of it.
I see it all the time at Lucky's.
Let me look at the desserts on the Mountain Dew recipe website. There's Mountain Dew fruitcake.
That's crazy. Is it green?
No.
Oh, it should be.
There's Mountain Dew cupcakes, and those are green. And there's Code Red
okay.
cherry pie.
Oh my god, that sounds atrocious.
Cheyenne, one day, when we are together in person, we are making a Mountain Dew meal.
We are making a Mountain Dew feast.
We're making a Mountain Dew feast because they have quite literally got everything. Breakfast, main dish, sides, dips and sauces, cocktails, dessert. Like,
Are you looking at the Mountain Dew cookbook?
I'm looking at, because they have all the recipes that are in the cookbook on the website. I want to buy the
What?
cookbook so bad.
Never understood is how, like, you know Brookies, like brownie cookies?
Oh, yeah.
How do they do that when brownies and cookies have to be baked at 2 different temperatures? How do they mix them like that?
I don't know. I've never made them.
I think it's witchcraft, if you ask me.
I think,
Thanksgiving dinner.
yes. Yes, that's what we'll do. Well, oh my god. So for Thanksgiving, I did a Friendsgiving. Because you gotta. Just because I love the ritual of like fancy dinners. I love sitting down, putting out a nice tablecloth, getting out the nice dishes, bringing out my tea sets. I find that downright delightful. So me and my pals did a Friendsgiving, did the whole thing, got out, the wine glasses to put Kool-Aid in. Because drinking underage is cringe. And, like, I started singing a song.
You started singing yourself a little tune, a little jig?
Because we did it at my house, and I had to go pick up people, because I'm the only one who owns a car, currently.
Right.
Because, like, I think there's only one other person in the group who has a license, but it's a Mexican license. So it's not valid here.
The U.S. on or foreign driver's license?
Well, I don't know.
Or I think maybe they only do it for a certain amount of time.
I have no idea. But so I was standing there, I was waiting for them to get everything ready so that we could get in my car and go. Oh, so they were waiting for a guy to give him a thing so they could move into their new place. So I was chilling and I started making up a song called 12 Days of Friendsgiving. And unfortunately, I do not remember the majority of the song anymore. But it was quite literally the most entertaining thing in the world. And I should talk to Leanne about it and see if we can write down all of the things. And then I'll record it and make a video. Bam, video idea. 12 Days of Friendsgiving.
12 days of Friendsgiving.
But there were quite a few lines. There was about 3 days that mention marijuana. And when I was standing in their apartment, singing that out loud is fine, but not quite when I'm at home, when my grandparents are in the other room and also have a small child sitting next to me because, of course, my Bethany, True OGs,
Real ones know.
real ones know back in the day when Bethany would frequently have little appearances on stream. But she was sitting next to me. And so it's like on the which day was it? It's like on the first day of Friendsgiving, it's my true love gave to me a turkey in a bag and a bowl. And then on the second day of Friendsgiving, my true love gave to me, I think it was two carts of weed, but we got to it and I was like, wheat. Wheat.
2 barrels of wheat.
But the first time I didn't say that, so when I got back around to it, I was like, 2 carts of wheat. Bethany turned to me and she's like, that's not what you said the first time. And I was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Wait, hold on. Let me get a... What is this? Oh, I still have the Darbo Sweeney thing. I never delete anything. This is why I can never find anything on my thing. Because I just keep these.
Oh,
Ba-ba-ba.
Oh, man.
Let me get the font. Agency FB. I'm gonna attempt to remember the 12 Days of Friendsmas. This is very important to me now. This is gonna kill me if I can't remember. Okay. So, turkey back and bowl, 2 cups of wheat, 5 dearest homies. I remember that. And I remember 10 bodies found. Because I made that one up. And I think it was... Oh, it was... Crap. 1, 2, 4, 7 little kitties. Because between all of us, we own 7 cats.
God damn.
All in different homes, but like combined. This was originally carts, but we changed it to cups. Cause you know, like on, I don't know if this is common knowledge, but it wasn't common knowledge to me. The little like thing on vape pens is called a cart.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. until we made up this song. I am not a vape partaker.
Neither am I.
Just cause I can't be that person. I can't. I refuse. No yawning. No yawning. No yawning.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm not yawning.
Oh,
I'm singing.
Oh.
I'm singing along to John Spencer Blues Explosion song Bell Bottoms.
Ah. That's quite the name.
Yeah. It's got a cool, like, little guitar part I like to sometimes play along with.
I'll have to. I'll ask either Jessica or Leanne about if they remember the other days. Because I got it next Thanksgiving.
It's gotta be performed by a choir.
It's gotta be performed. Hold on. I'll add that to my task list of video ideas so that I don't forget. Can I spell hello? Okay. Yippee. Alright. Well, it's been about 2 hours. So I think that'll be it for today's streaming. I think we got a lot done. It was very productive.
We did the slop playlist.
We did the slop tier list. I think this was a very good way to commemorate 2 years. Oh, I didn't even reminisce. Last year on my 1 year, I went through and reminisced about my journey so far, but whatever. Matters is today. I mean, everyone knows. Essentially, my journey started from the bottom. Now we're here, and now look at me. I started with nothing. I've still got a V-Roid model, but a better V-Roid model. I have Envy Arcade. Envy Arcade. A year ago, I posted the first promotional video for Envy Arcade. Around. And now I get to be a part of cool things, and I know cool VTubers. So.
Eventually, May, we'll get, ENV, you and ENV will get big enough to the point where we can organize, you to fight Jerma in a Walmart parking lot.
I want to fight Jerma in a Walmart. Yes, I'm gonna beat the crap out of him.
You're gonna beat up Jerma?
I'm gonna beat up Jerma. Who do you think would win?
Here's how I see it going down. It starts out pretty even, but Jerma starts getting some good hits in, and then you take his head and you slam it into the hood of a car and you dent it. And then at the sight of a damaged car, he starts losing his mind laughing, and you immediately take the advantage and start getting some good jabs in at the ribs until he goes down.
I accept this. I'm glad you humor me. Most of my friends would be like, "Oh, you would lose because you've got little bird bones."
Okay, no, here's the thing. I feel like this only happens if you're able to survive, because I feel like Jerma is the type of fighter to go in really quick, and like he's going to try and overwhelm you with force towards the beginning of the fight. If you can survive the onslaught, that is Jerma 985. They call him 985 because that's his kill count.
That's his kill count.
That's how many opponents. He's 985 and 0 in the ring, in the Walmart parking lot.
In the Walmart parking lot. One time in the mall parking lot, they had a whole like dog show set up. They had like a whole stage set up.
Mall parking lots seem to be like there's a lot of gravitation.
Pool. They had a pool
in
this
petting zoos, because I feel like every mall parking lot I've ever seen has had at some point a petting zoo.
We haven't had a petting zoo, but one time they turned a good chunk of the mall parking lot into like a fair.
Yeah.
They had like fucking like Ferris wheel set up over there.
God damn.
But like the mall, we have a fairgrounds. We have the North Dakota State Fair. Is hosted like just across the way. And they're like, no, we have to set up everything in this mall parking lot. Because also, I recognized they were the rides from the North Dakota State Fair.
So they just
moved
pulled them out
to
to
them.
set them up in a parking lot?
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of awesome though, because like nobody was there. So
You just got everything to yourself?
yeah, me and my
That
friend
rules.
were there for like ever.
Germa laughing after being smashed into a car is peak Germa.
It is.
May, have you ever seen The Dark Knight?
No.
Oh, hold on. I'll send you a clip. This is what I imagine it going down like. It'll be like a good fight. I feel like you're gonna get some good hits in, and then you're just gonna hold on.
Oh, also, I like to imagine if me and Germa were to somehow get into a battle to the death, it would be this version of me and not, the real life me. The me that isn't real.
That's the crazy thing is that is exactly what I envision.
Because real life me, with, coming to realize that I probably have some health issues. but fake me, alien me, god complex me, we're just gonna throw that out the window. That doesn't exist anymore. I'm in peak physical condition. I have a god complex. I'm built different.
I feel like it'll just be like this sequence.
Or is brushing right to begin? You have nothing.
I mean, thank God he's not real, or like, you might lose. To be honest.
Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you where they are. Both of them. And that's the point. You'll have to choose.
Pretty good. It's pretty amusing.
That is a Germa. That is a Germa.
That is sure newbie. Oh, my foot is asleep.
Oof.
Ugh.
That's
Ooh-ah.
foreshadowing.
It is the Joker. It's Batman interrogating the Joker from The Dark Knight. 4K HDR. Anyways. Good night, everybody. I hope... Well, Gra, I don't think it's night for you, but... Good whatever time it is to everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your whatever. And the Ultimate Showdown. Sorry, everyone. I'm cutting off the Ultimate Showdown. You're cut off. Cut off. You're just gonna have to listen to whatever I set my end music to. I don't remember. I think I changed it, but I also might have not. Anyways, be safe. Mwah. Or do you have any last words, Cheyenne?
Tom Brady, say your prayers. Big Cock Brock is coming for you.
All right.